Yeah, hello everybody. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. It is freaking cold again. And you say, Chidi, this your clothes. You know, say here, we know they do fashion for cold. Though. When the weather don't cold like this, when the jungle don't mature, nobody they look fashion. Well, you they look for fashion, but I they go work. But they go work. Not be fashion I they look for. They look for the best fashion is the one that can keep me very warm. When I entered the truck, it was very, very cold. Very, very cold. Okay? And I had to wear seasons my gloves, leather gloves, very nice gloves. But it's so cold that I had to layer it. So inside this glove, I have another glove. Can you imagine? There's another layer of gloves inside this glove. See what I'm saying? Can you see that? That is how cold it is. If I show you my dashboard, you will see that it's actually -8. -8. You know, when I do these videos, I'm not doing these videos for those of you that live abroad. You know, okay, it's beginning to get warm now. I've been in the car for a little while, so it's getting warm. So I might as well remove my gloves. And when you see me doing this, I'm stopped. I'm at a traffic light. It's on red. So when it starts moving, then you see me, I start handling the steering again. Okay, steering wheel again. Okay, so don't panic. Don't think, oh, Chidi, are you safe? I'm perfectly safe. The phone is on a mount, and so that's why I'm able to do what I'm doing. So I was trying to say that it's really cold outside. The snow that fell a couple of days ago, it's now become solid. So it's now become ice. If they throw you on that snow, trust me, you break your bones. It just be like somebody slamming you on a rock. And like I say, when I talk like this, it's for the benefit of people who don't know this, okay? I mean, we use every opportunity to just interact with people, and I'm very descriptive because I want to carry along. It's not everybody that has the opportunity that you have, and sometimes we take it for granted. We think, oh, Chidi, what you're saying, everybody knows. No, everybody doesn't know. I didn't know anything about snow. I'm telling you, like, I didn't. I saw it on TV. I saw it in movies. I saw pictures of it on books, but nothing was close to actually like seeing the snow with my eyes and touching it. I never imagined that it was as much as I saw it to be. It was too plenty. Like, I'm like, are you kidding me? So I'm going to turn around and show you. See, you can see. I didn't know that it was this much all over the place. Honestly speaking, look at that playground. And then when I was telling you about how the snow has hardened, look at the front. Look at the front of you see behind that truck, you see the side of the road. See how the thing has turned a little bit brown. It's brown because of the dirt, dirt that is from the road. But it has become so hard, very, very hard. You see, the trees are like harmattan now. All the leaves are no leaf can survive this one now. The leaves are all dead. You see? And see how just this thing you see by the side of the road of this snow, those ones have become ice because it is very, 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 very cold. Don't worry, I'm going to buy a different mount, then I can put the video properly. Okay, all right, I'm going to take it back to the dashboard mount where it will stay steady. Okay, so give me 1 second. If you see the thing misbehaving, I know that actually the best thing to do is to let me put my hazard on and stop the vehicle and then adjust it properly. It's better to be safe. So I'll put my hazard on. You can hear it beeping, and then I'm going to put the phone right back on the stand so that we are safe, right, guys? Better to be safe. So let me see the kind of mount I'm using now. This is not the this mount is the very cheap one. I couldn't get the other one. The other one that stays on my windshield. That one is no longer good. It broke, and I ordered another one, and that one hasn't come. That's why I'm using this one. So bear with me. This is the one I'm using for now. Let's just use this one. Oh, this light from the side is making us get a glare from the window, but it's okay. Hey, Sims, I see you. How are you? How's everything? How is the cold on your side, Sims? How's the cold on your side? It is very cold here. Very, very cold. Alright guys, so today I didn't want to talk about the cold, but it's every time I see how cold it is here and how if I was in Nigeria, it would be very hot right now and all that, man, it just breaks my heart. It breaks my heart because I could have been in Nigeria, in the winter here, enjoy the weather, the good weather, come back here when the weather is nicer, just go back and forth. But look at the situation in Nigeria. You're stuck in the cold here. You can't do anything. All right. Seems your luck is mild here. Nothing close to mild. It is nowhere near mild. It is freaking freezing cold here. But what I came to talk about is Sowore. I was having a discussion with someone. And they were trying to tell me that Sowore is really the man for the job. Like, they agreed. To understand, not everywhere in Canada is very cold. It's not always cold like this. In the summer, it is very hot. As in, honestly speaking, people will be walking everywhere naked, literally naked. It can get up to 40 degrees Celsius in the summer here, believe it or not. Yes, it gets that crazy. We get the extremes of weather here. I don't know why. Okay, but that's how it is. I'm telling you. So I was talking with this guy and we're having a discussion, and he's like, Sowore is this, Sowore is that, but I think it is best we prepare Sowore for the future, and whenever I've had to explain this to so many people over and over and over again, and they don't seem to understand. Do you understand that you are not doing Omoyele Sowore a favor as much as you are doing yourself a favor? All of us collectively, we are doing ourselves a favor by choosing the right leader. I wouldn't have a problem if you started the sentence by saying Sowore is bad, Sowore is not good enough, Sowore. If you said all that, I will be in a better place. I won't even go into argument with you. Right now, it is so clear that amongst these presidential candidates, and I've sampled a lot of opinions, Omoyele Sowore, amongst people who are realistically telling you the truth, their choice is between Omoyele Sowore and Peter Obi. Let's face the facts. I'm telling you the truth. That is where the choice of the right thinking people are. Let me tell you something. Everybody's in this Nigerian election for one reason or the other. People have their different. An election, like they say, politics in particular, is a game of interest. It's about your interest. Where is your interest? What interest do you have vested in the election? That is what determines which side you vote. So the people, I can tell you categorically that the people following Ahmed Tinubu, they know it within their guts that he is not the right person for the job. They know it within their guts that the man is very sick. They know it like they know what their name is, that that man has nothing to offer to Nigeria as a nation but corruption, corruption, corruption. In the same way, the people who are running after Atiku Abubakar, they know that this man just wants a piece of the pie called Nigeria. He has made his money, and his plans for the country is very, very dangerous. He has said it, he doesn't have a manifesto, he just wants to come. And special apology to people who support Atiku. You can support him all you want, he's your candidate. But Atiku's posture is one that is prepared to privatize everything that the public owns. The railway, the airlines, everything, telecommunications, water, everything. He wants to privatize it. And you ask me, how do I know? Because he's done it in the past and he has told us clearly that he is going to do it again. So they are following Atiku because that is probably where they're getting income from it now. The campaign activities of Atiku is helping them put food on the table. Whatever reason they have to be doing what they're doing, but that's what the Atiku followers are doing right now. Zero it down to Omoyele Sowore and Peter Obi. These are the two people whose followers are looking in the other direction, in a direction where they are saying we want something different from what used to be. My only problem between the Peter Obi and Omoyele Sowore's team is that while on one hand, the Omoyele Sowore team is the team that did the NSAS protest, is the team that did the Revolution Now protest, is the team that has opposed the government and been at the barricades forever. While Omoyele Sowore's team is the team that was in the core of sensitizing the Nigerian citizenry, that has been at the core of the struggle for the emancipation of the citizenry. While they have been doing this, Peter Obi is someone who has been in bed with the powers that be. Don't take this from me, take it from him, his activities, what he has claimed, what he has said. And you will always say, oh Chidi, why do you always go back to this one thing? It is not this one thing. It is just that everything is hinged on that move. Everything is hinged on that, his posture of dining with the same people who have brought us to where we are today. There is nobody, I can tell you for free, there is nobody who is an obedient, who is a follower of Peter Obi, who will never, there is nobody, not one of them, who will come out and tell you that Omoyele Sowore is not a very passionate fighter of people's freedom. There is nobody who will not agree with you amongst the obedience that Omoyele Sowore is fearless. In fact, this man I was talking to, he told me, Shady, to tell you the truth, there is nobody amongst the presidential candidates who could have spoken to Abdulsalami Abubakar the same way Omoyele Sowore addressed Abdulsalami Abubakar. What most obedience have told me, and I've heard it, is they say, oh Chidi, Peter Obi will do now and then Sowore will do later, which confirms the fact that they feel that Omoyele Sowore is actually good for the job. That he's younger, he is more progressive in his thinking. He is futuristic. He thinks years ahead of his time. And that is what you need. Now, he is the one that will look you straight in the face and tell you what you need to know. Listen, is it not better for you to know the truth and deal with the truth than, actually I use an analogy of a doctor. And I ask the person, if you are about to die and the doctor comes to you and he says, listen my brother, you see this medicine here, this is the one that can cure you. This one here, it will cure you of your illness. I don't know how many more years you have before maybe this illness kills you. But I have this other medicine. This other medicine, there is no assurance that it will cure you. But it's just that it's the most popular one. And I think that even if you start using it and it is not working, the same people that gave me this one, I am hopeful, I'm thinking that they'll be able to give us another one. In fact, the doctor starts saying so many things, making a lot of excuses for this other medicine that he wants to give you. But he keeps telling you, but for this other one, that is not popular. That one is not popular. That one, no, the way we see it, no, that one is like, that one is sure banker, this one will cure you. And so my question is, which one would you go for? Would you go for the one that you are not sure that it will cure you, but because it is popular, you want to go for it? Or will you go for the one that, even though it is not popular, the doctor is assuring you that this one I know will cure you? Or the doctor now gives you an option and say, you know what? Why don't you use this one that is popular? This one, they've already bought it now. They've bought this one. It's popular. Use it, After some years, then we will use this other one. Because all of you that keep saying, after P2B, then Omoyele Sowore, it sounds like you know that if Omoyele Sowore was to go in now, he would do the job. But you keep saying, after P2B. So I keep wondering, why are you trying to put yourself through this? Why do you want to first of all go through something, have problems with it, then come back and start fixing it? A lot of people say, you know what? A P2B enter there. A P2B there enter there and mess up. We will do this, we will do that. I'm like, why are you waiting for him to go there and mess up? Why? A lot of you say, you know what? Sowore doesn't have the crowd. Sowore doesn't have the crowd. But what you fail to understand is how this crowd mentality works. If there are 10 of you telling me that, oh, that 7 of us are with Obi, or you know what? Okay, let me put it this way. There are 4 people with Omoyele Sowore, and there are, I'm trying to look for a nice analogy. Okay, there are 3 people with Omoyele Sowore, and there are 4 people with P2B. And so, out of 10, 3 people here, 4 people here, that's 7. 3 undecided. You don't look at the number and say, you know what? Obi has more number. So let me go and follow him because he has more number. But you know that Sowore is better. Guess what? If 3 of you that know that Sowore is better actually go and stand with Sowore, Sowore will win the election. Sowore will have more voters than Obi. So the thing is between two of them. Don't lie to yourself. If you think that P2B is better, then just vote for P2B. But if you think that Omoyele Sowore is better, there is absolutely no excuse. There is no explanation that will make you vote for another person. None at all. Because there is no politician who invented his crowd. There is no politician who went and organized his crowd. And it is not about crowd. How does a crowd put food on your table? How does a crowd deal with the problem of insecurity? How does a crowd bring about production? How does a crowd pay your debts? It doesn't do all that. It is the person, the individual that goes into power. So we have been doing this thing the other way around. If you think there is somebody that will do the job, that is the person to give the job. That's all. If Omoyele Sowore is the one that is in a good position to do the job, that has what it takes, then give it to him. Just give it to him. No ifs, no buts. It doesn't work that way. You are setting yourself for a big crying session down the road. Shebi, as we always say, don't worry. Last, everybody go chop breakfast. Just don't worry. Shebi, jungle don dey mature. Small. I had this very lengthy discussion with this person. And at the end of the day, they said, Chidina, wow, I never saw it that way. I'm telling you, I think I'm going to do a program. And I'm going to expect obedience to come. I just want to talk with obedience. I want them to try to convince me why they will see glaringly what is the better route to go. And they will be telling you, Sowore is but. Sowore is but. I really need someone to explain this thing. One after the other. We'll take it point by point by point. Even the analogy of being taking care of your market. I know a lot of my friends, a lot of people that follow my channel. Right now, you pulled back because you hear me talking about the show, about Omoyele Sowore, because you don't see me supporting P2B. Once I start talking about P2B, you get pissed off. You write me. You don't want to hear that. You don't want anything that wins. Just get me clear. But if I am discussing with you, I can't stand it when you come and you say Sowore is good, but you want P2B to be the president. No, that's not the way I roll. So even that analogy of, hey, when your shop as a trader, when your shop is boggled and the thief ran away with the thief ran away with your goods, you don't go after the thief. No, you don't go after the thief. You stay in your shop and start to do business and get your shop going before you go after the thief. I had this discussion with someone this morning. I told him that you do that for when there's a petty thief. When a thief has stolen one or two goods from your shop. And this is someone who came to shop in your shop. They just took those things and they ran away. Maybe one or two items. You're not going to abandon your shop and go after that person. But that is hardly the situation in Nigeria. The situation in Nigeria is a big situation. They did not come to steal one or two items from the Nigerian shop. They came in with a trailer, a big trailer, and they cleared everything inside the shop. I think maybe that's why people don't understand the situation of Nigeria. You're still handling it like a little thing. No, they came and wiped out everything, every single thing in that shop. They finished from the main shop. They went to your storage. They went to your storage facility. Guess what? They cleared all the goods in your storage. In Igbo people will call it packing store. So can you imagine the situation right now? In the situation of the thief who came to steal something from your shop, you don't know them. You don't know them. They just came in, pretended to be shopping, and they stole your thing and they ran away. That is the analogy that P2B uses. For Nigeria, no. In Nigeria's case, you know the person that stole the goods. They are the boy that you kept in your shop, that you trusted. It is your cousin. Your cousin that you trusted them, you put them in your shop. Your cousin got up, went and brought a big trailer and packed the whole goods in your shop. Now let us apply P2B's analogy. When they have packed everything out of your shop and you say you're coming back to continue your business, meanwhile, this your brother traveled from Onitsha to Jos and opened one shop, went to Lagos and opened another shop, has more boys. His students are in his children are in private universities. Your own children can no longer go to school. Your wife cannot cook. There's no food in your house. You're trekking now. That's your cousin now has a aeroplane. He bought private jet for himself. You're telling me you will not go after him. Guess what? I've said this several times. You go to your neighbor and tell your neighbor your story, and your neighbor asks you, since you know where the brother, why don't you go to your brother and at least recover some things? You tell your neighbor, no. That's not the best thing to do. The best thing is to set up your shop and start the business. Your neighbor will say, with which money? You tell your neighbor, borrow me some money. Won't your neighbor think that something has gone wrong with your head? Are you telling me you won't think that something is wrong with your head? They just think something is wrong with you. That's what they're going to say. Because it is not like the case of the petty trader, the petty thief who came out of nowhere, you don't know them. This one is that you know the person. You know where they live. They are enjoying that wealth. And instead of you going to get the wealth, let me tell you something. That is nice. And there is no way you will convince me. I'm telling you, there is no way you will convince me. The only reason why P2B will not go after the people, because some of you that are listening to my analogy, you're wondering, what is this guy talking about? Let me break it down for you. What I'm talking about is that P2B will never go after the people that destroyed Nigeria. Why? The people that stole our money, the people that have run everything down. Why? Because P2B gave that analogy that you heard me describing now. Said those people who have stolen our things, he will not waste time on them. He will start building from what is left. And I say it is because you are dodging them. It is because you are shying away from what you are supposed to do, which is to go after them and recover our money so that we can move on with the things that need to be done. There is so much that we need to do. There is so much that needs to be done, but you don't want to. You don't want to do these things. Why? That is not right. That is not right at all. Okay? So, I'm going to be stopping this broadcast because, as you can see, I do this once now when I'm driving to work. People should just vote Omoyele Sowore in. Your conscience has told you. You have confessed it. How do I know? Because I've spoken with you. You have said, oh, Omoyele Sowore is a great man. Omoyele Sowore is a fighter. Omoyele Sowore did this. Omoyele Sowore did that. Well, just stop there and go and vote for him. Anything you say beyond that point where you say, but, this is you wrestling with your conscience. This is you now convincing yourself Your heart, your spirit bears witness to the truth. The first one is the truth. When you say Omoyele Sowore is, that is the truth. But now you're looking for justification why you don't want to vote for him. You're looking for justification why you want to choose the second alternative. Now you they do yourself. Oh. Now you they do yourself. I'm telling you. But that time, we will tell you that we reminded you of this. And I'm so happy with a lot of people who have come to the realization that Omoyele Sowore is the real deal. They listen to him. There's this guy, one guy tried to do me 419. I called him on the phone. I'm going to call him after this. And I said, after I talked with him, he said, oh, we're looking forward to a better Nigeria. And then he was like, Sowore is my man. Sowore is, I'm telling you. But the only thing we say, they're not going to let him win. Can we just forget that part 2 and focus on part 1? If all the people who have said Sowore is good, but they will not let him, if all of you voted first of all, Sowore win, the same way you should be afraid they won't let P2B win. So amongst the two people who they are facing resistance from the government, who is the better one? It's not about the crowd. Who is the better one? That's what the question will be. Who is the better one? I'm not reading the comments a lot, but just gets up and he says, Sowore is a nobody. And if I ask this person now who says Sowore is a nobody to describe what he knows about Sowore, he'll tell you, I don't know. You ask the person, how long ago did you buy a phone? Maybe you started using a phone like maybe 1 year ago. My brother, when did you get money to buy a phone? Now tell us the truth. This one, he said, go and sleep, Chidi. Please, can you tell us when you started using a phone? Okay? If you can tell us when you started using a phone, and then you will be able to know what you are, because some of you just you were using diaper by the time Sowore was fighting for what you're enjoying right now. Okay, so just go and buy yourself a little sense, and it will help you a lot. Okay, but the people that I'm talking to, the people who are really reasoning like human beings, I want to thank you for being part of this discussion, and then I will see you guys very soon. And for those of you who, when they talk, they pay you, you can go to a transformer down the road and just hug the transformer tight. Hug the transformer, and see what it, but the transformer will not even kill you because there's no light in the transformer. So that's double wahala for you. You can't even use, you see, Nigeria don't spoil so much that even ordinary things that work in other places can't even work for you. I don't even know what to use again for you. The transformer that you normally go and hug for when something they pain you, make it shock you, the transformer no light dey there. What you go do again? Nigeria wahala. All right, guys, bye bye. I love you. Take care. Okay, close this one now.